Hey everyone, FinanceFeeds is here at iFX Expo International in sunny Limassol, Cyprus. I'm joined now by Alexey Kutsenko, who's founder and CEO of Tools for Brokers. Alexey, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome. So it's a pleasure to discuss with you new trends in the industry.
Likewise, always a pleasure to see you as well. So I wanted to start off and ask you about FXCM Pro. They were just announced as your latest client, and actually earlier this year, Tools for Brokers partnered with the company Options. I guess my question is, why do liquidity bridge solutions remain a critical feature for FX brokers? Is there no way around liquidity bridges?
Yeah, to be honest, it's no way around, just because it's like a core part of your business if you're a brokerage company. Because the bridge, like you could think about the bridge like a vessel which brings you like a blood from your heart to other like parts of your body, because without it, it's impossible to do anything. So that's why we're trying to improve solutions we offer with our bridge, and we try to connect as much liquidity providers as possible to provide our clients with a range of different assets and exchanges which allow them to offer different options to their clients. So this is a logical step for us to expand presence of the liquidity providers like FXCM Pro, Options, and other companies.
And are you sort of in talks with more partners as sort of the year moves along? Or
yeah, like it's, you know, it's like a daily process. We all the time in communication with the new companies, with new liquidity providers, exchanges. We try to expand as much as we can, because so we never stop this. It's like a process which have no end, just because a new companies appear on market, new assets. Because let's say like 8 years nobody spoke about crypto. Now crypto, like it's something it's not even a trend. It's thing that will already happen. It's in our life. So yeah, sure. So that's why crypto and new instruments coming up. So currently brokers also want to add not only fixed CFDs, crypto, but they now start to looking on stock market, equity markets, and etc. So we now starting to look on this area as well to provide different options in the future for our clients, because they need to do this kind of stuff.
So I would say maybe some of this is actually some of your partnerships are really a result of sort of feedback from your customers, potential clients.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. In most cases, like we do it this way. We collect the feedback from the different clients, and when we see like some amount of demand for one type of assets or one type of liquidity, we come to them and decide how we could integrate them on what conditions and etc. So we do this like that.
Great. So Tools for Brokers has been around for many years, right? And I think you will agree that the marketplace and sort of brokers' needs have changed over the years. I guess, can you tell our viewers what kind of brokers does Tools for Brokers cater to, like today, as opposed to many years ago?
I think like in general it's like pretty similar, but depending on the trends of the market. So currently, you know, now in our industry is more regulated than it was like this. So currently it's most of the brokers are regulated somehow at least. So they more focused on risk management system, they more focused on liquidity, so they don't just want buy a platform and start. That's why the common brokers looks very similar, but it's more complex and it's more professional than it was like 10 years ago. And now we see like a trend, for example, of prop trading companies, a demand for the prop trading solutions, because it's become a new trend in the industry, because it's a new way for attracting clients, and many brokerage companies itself, they start to create like departments for the prop trading, even if not company only pure prop trading, but they want to get something new. For example, like 5 years ago, social trading was the trend. Now prop trading is something like similar trend we have in the industry.
Sure, yeah. Going back to liquidity bridges, is it still okay to say MT4, MT5 liquidity bridge? Because I mean, you know, today it goes much beyond MT4, MT5. have. You have C-Trader, you have Match Trader.
An Act Trader as well, yeah. So
do you expect to add more trading platforms as we go along?
It's the same like with liquidities and exchanges. When we see demand from the clients, we do this. And initially, our trade processor was developed in a way when you could easily integrate any trading platform. And depending on the request of our clients, we do it step by step. Now, with the closing of white labels from MetaQuotes, demand for new trading platforms for white label is high. So we added C-Trader, Match Trader. These platforms offer the white label solution for the brokerage companies. So it's the same. It's like a constant process, but it's not. We add new platforms not so frequently as for liquidity providers, but at the same time we're always ready to integrate in new platforms. And even I could say that some brokerage companies, they have our own trading platforms, and we have everything to integrate their trading platform and trade processor very easily. It's minor integration on their side, and they will get full power of the trade processor and all its abilities inside the system after the very fast integration.
I see. So it's very flexible.
Yeah, it's very flexible in terms of connecting to platforms. It was built initially. Yes, we generally call it MT4, MT5 bridge because most of the brokers on MT4, MT5. But of course, when we speak about it, we all the time think that it could be a multi-platform bridge as well. And I think we was one of the first companies who start to offer bridge for any kind of the trading platform, not only for MT4, MT5.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
So here's a question: how cutting edge are tools for broker solutions for brokers? I mean, we speak about these different trading platforms, these different liquidity providers, connectivity. You have a plethora of all kinds of add-ons and tools that you have in your ecosystem. Could this at some point result in some, let's say, compatibility issues with existing systems between tools for brokers, LPs, platforms? Because how do you solve those challenges?
Yeah, it's thing that you need to always keep it in mind, because when you integrate one solution into another, you could think in 95% of cases everything goes smooth, but in 5% of cases you need to predict all any kind of potential situation on different software, different platforms, other plugins. So in our company, what we do, we test all our solution for compatibility to each other. So we're in touch with other companies in the industry, and we have agreement that we could test our software with, for example, other bridge providers, other software providers. So they give us some demo testing environment, and we were able to test it together. So sometimes we provide our software to them for test with there. So we all together try to make clients happy. So if clients want to use one solution for us and another solution for another company, software company, so we want to be sure that both of us and us and other software provider want to be sure that both solutions could interact and could work together without any issues. Because for brokerages, it's very, it's critical thing. So they want to be sure that every part of the environment is compatible with other parts. And currently, as we discussed, as long as brokers become more professional, the environment of the brokerage company becomes more and more complex, and it's a lot of different models implemented to each other. So this is one of the things you should keep in mind all of the time. And as long as TFB is a company which started as a pure technical company, so we always know how we could achieve these goals just because we have very strong technical team behind, and it's our focus on that is so high that we're trying to do our best on this part of it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, that actually brings me to my next question. The quality of customer support is often a deal breaker for companies that are looking for, again, liquidity bridge solutions or whatever it may be that is served sort of from the fintech side. How does Tools for Brokers sort of operate in that department? Obviously, your clients are multilingual; they're in different regions and things like that. Kind of, how do you handle customer support?
To be honest, our customer support was one of the best thing in our company, because even if you will will talk to the industry players and many brokers, they will say you that we have one of the best support team ever, because like our goal was not to only create a team which like accept your inquiries, tickets. So like all the time we try to understand the demands of the clients, try to understand what they need, how they want to implement it, and etc. So our team is not only like a guys who sit and send you typical answers. All our support teams are engineers, so they all could easily like join your environment, take control of it, and see what happening was wrong or how it should be configured and all. So it was a long process of education. We have special education courses inside the company for any new employee who comes to for support team. We have like a classes for the education which and after the classes they have to pass an exam inside our company before they will be able to communicate with the clients, because they have to, for sure they need to understand the basic principles of the industry. They have to understand how our solution works. They have to understand like it from technical point of view. That's why our quality of our support is so high. And you are right, as long as we work in very different regions, we try to cover as much languages as we can. For example, for Arabic countries, India, China, of course many of them speak on English, but we still need to have different employees who speak on different languages. And of course in current industry it's impossible to provide support only in a short period. So you have to provide it on 24/7, and it's what we are doing now. So all our support teams available 24/7 for any inquiries, and there are special guys who will handle everything. And even we have a special team who focused on updates, installations on the weekends. So this is a team who works only weekends and take care of everything related to maintenance, which could be done only on weekends. So all it's together make our supports is like top-notch team, which able to handle any task from our clients.
I think that sounds very cool. The fact that you said that, you know, my support team or some people on my support team are engineers, so they speak the language that they need to speak with the customer, instead of, you know, when we normally think of customer support in our daily lives, it's like you said, it's basically, you know, predetermined messages.
Exactly.
Did you try to reboot your device?
No, it's not like that. Because like in our company, the title, it's not a customer support, it's customer engineer. So we don't, when we hire people, we don't searching for customer support, because a lot of people just want to talk to the customers, but they're not engineers, they're not like technical guys. So they try to always find technical guys for this job as well.
I used to have a license in the United States for retail forex, so I also had to take an exam at some point to get that license. I guess my question is, how hard is the exam that the candidates or employees need to take? Is it a hard test?
It's more to check that they are ready to work with the clients. If they don't pass it, we just ask them to spend like another week to check some points they are not understand very well. So it's like that. So it's not hard exam, because we still need to hire people and expand the team, but it's a way for us to understand that at least a new person who will communicate with the client skilled enough to not to be like a newbie and not to ask a stupid question to the client. Yes.
Of course. I guess my last question would be, you know, if we look at the market dynamics right now, just in terms of financial products, specifically forex, you know, I would say we're in a period of like subdued volatility, which if we looked at like the same time last year, it was a completely different story, right?
Yes.
What do you think are the sort of the main challenges that brokers are going to face, like towards the end of 2023 and 2024? Let's say if the situation does not improve, if we continue to see like low volatility, in your opinion?
I think that's why, for example, prop trading now is one of the trend, because it's a source of income for the brokerage companies, which not based on the amount of trades, but based on the entry fees and the participation of the client. So that's why it's one of the trends we see. And I think more and more brokers will implement something similar, not maybe in the same way, but something similar to that. So because they still need to ride their revenue somehow, and that flat markets is very difficult to continue this. And I think another thing that we will they're going to expand in new regions. For example, next year we'll have similar expo in Latin America and Mexico. So it's a trend that we see even already technical providers, LPs and brokers will go there. That is new market coming. So the same with South Africa. It's already was some expos in South Africa, and few of them are coming next year. So I think what brokers have to do, they need to focus on the new markets and new trends and new ways of searching for clients and way to hide their revenues in this case. Yeah.
Great. Well, Alexey, thanks for taking the time to speak with us. It's always a pleasure to
It's a pleasure. Thank you for coming to our booth.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.